Hey guys, as you could probably tell by my voice and my expression, I am definitely sick heading into the new year. Um, Not happy about it at all, but it's kind of out of your control when the people you live with um, couldn't care less about their health and hygiene. Um, anyway, pretty sick, um, very stressed out, trying to get my business going. I haven't slept very much in the last 4 days or so. Um, but yeah, those are the costs. I guess not getting sick, but being stressed and not sleeping much, just to kind of get this thing off the ground. And if it's something you care about, it's worth it in the long term. So just trying to get used to the whole life as a business owner type thing, get the legal the legal side under my belt, and then go from there. But that's not going to stop my prep, which this week I was actually very, very, very excited with the results, and it got completely derailed in terms of um, gym performance um, yesterday and the day prior. So I actually switched my off day from Sunday to Saturday because I had a lot to take care of on Saturday, and that's the cool part about having a movable off day. I'm doing something similar this week, which I'll talk about in a second. But um, so I moved my off day to Saturday. I tried to get in the gym yesterday, and I couldn't do anything close to what I should be doing. But anyway, still on the whole, it was a good week. Um, so let's see some of these numbers here. Yeah, I ended up eating um, more calories, so 3,000 more calories than the week prior, but I was still able to be in an energy deficit, so I was at around 70%. I'm still shooting for that 80%, but 70 is a much better number than 60 or even a couple weeks ago, 50-ish. But this is a very, very good number, and I'm averaging about a 60% energy balance across all weeks, which again could be improved on, but that's what has allowed me to um, lose fat at the pretty rapid rate in the beginning, and now as these weeks go along, I'm actually starting to gain some muscle back. So this week alone, I went from 181.4 on the scale on average. Remember, I take averages to 181.8, so I actually gained roughly half a pound on the scale, but that manifested in over 2.5 pounds of muscle, and I lost an additional 2.3 pounds of fat. So um, it's I think I talked about it before, the idea of genetic potential, and I continue to approach that. There's a really awesome calculator by Casey Butt. Um, Funny name, gets me every time. Uh, but it's an awesome model, awesome calculator, and over time, so I started. If you just take your wrist and your ankle measurements, which is why I used to ask some of that stuff on my intake form, but I've changed that around a little bit. You can, and you know your body fat percentage. It can project what your maximal muscular weight would be. Uh, at that given body fat percentage. And when I started, when I was that first average of 189, just over 189 pounds, at roughly 23% body fat, I was 19% away from my genetic ceiling, and now I am under 14% away. I have closed that gap by a good margin. And the way I like to think about it is if you're 15% or more away from that genetic potential, you are a novice, not novice, a novice, a beginner. If you're within 6 to 15% of that, you are an intermediate, which is where I am. And if you're 5% or closer, then you're an advanced athlete at that point. So I keep pushing towards that 5%, and it looks here that I'm closing that gap by about 1% each week, which is phenomenal. So hopefully in the next 7 to 10 weeks here, provided I'm still alive, uh, I'll be approaching that advanced level. So still very cool results across the board. I'm really encouraged by these results. I just don't want to keep letting stress get in the way, letting being sick get in the way. Today I'm going to take a bit of an impromptu off day. I'm going to move what should be, so every week block, since I'm training 6 days a week, I'll have one off day to shift around. I like to keep it to Sundays. Um, a couple days ago, I moved it from Sunday to Saturday. This week, I'm taking it all the way from this following Sunday up to today. I'm not going to go to the gym today. It won't be worth it. Won't get anything done. So hopefully, I got a couple consultations today with a client and a prospective client. So also, if you guys are interested in coaching, I could definitely help you out. My only prereq is that you're serious, but I have a plan in place. It's going to be to accommodate anyone, wherever you may land on the scale, from whether you know how to count macros and weigh your food and meal prep or not. If you don't and you're a beginner, you're a newbie, I have like a fast track program to get you up to speed, and then we could really start connecting the dots and making things happen. But also, if you already know how to do all that stuff, we could dive right in. And if my results here are sound like something you want, um, if losing what is this? If losing 13 pounds of body fat and gaining over 5 pounds, actually over 6 pounds of muscle in just over a month is something you want. Granted, I nail this as closely as possible, but it's possible. Like I'm not a superhero. This is something you can do. Um, you just gotta have the will, and you gotta know what to do, and then your success is only a matter of time. So, um, so yeah, holler at me if that interests you. And newsletter coming out today. Um, as soon as I get this video on there. And yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for more content from me. Holler at me about coaching. And I will see you guys next week.